Sherman D. Manning joining you live from Los Angeles, California. Live from LA. How are you all doing? How's everybody? Everybody okay? Greetings to my friends in Los Angeles, California. To my friends in, excuse me, please, I'm so sorry. My friends in, I just had a Fat Burger place in LA called Fat Burger. I don't know if they have them in my hometown of Atlanta or not. I never saw one when I was there. But it's called Fat Burgers, and I had a Fat Burger King with bacon and cheese, skinny fries, and a soda. And boy, I tell you, that thing was delicious with a capital D. Greetings to all of my friends in San Jose, California. Those of you in Atlanta, Georgia, Phoenix, Arizona, Los Angeles, California, those in Guam, those in Oman, those in Vietnam, those wherever you are in the country, on the globe, in other countries. I bring you greetings from Los Angeles, California, beautiful city of LA, full of gangbangers and thugs and Christians and good people and a whole lot of other stuff. It has been a day for me. God is blessed. I've had a lot of tests. I think I heard Jake's preach years ago a sermon called The Blessed Test. Well, I've had a lot of tests today, and I've been tried in more ways than you can imagine, but I will tell you that this is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Hope everybody out there is doing okay. I hope that it was a blessed day for you, and I hope that at the end of the day, you can look back on yours like I'm looking back on mine and saying, okay, didn't do everything I wanted to do, didn't get everything accomplished that I would have liked to have gotten accomplished, but for what I did do, I'm thankful. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to complain, I must ask myself the question, would I rather be alive and still striving and kicking and sometimes getting to my destination and sometimes not getting there, sometimes succeeding, sometimes failing, or would I rather be dead? And the old folk used to say I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave, but God made old death behave. And so, since I know that I could be dead, and some might even think I should be dead, and I'm still alive and kicking, I decided I'm going to be thankful. I'm going to be thankful. I am. I'm going to be thankful. It's a wonderful day. But remember, life will try you and it will test you. And sometimes you've got to be crucified through the mother fire of suffering, as Mahatma Gandhi used to say. But if you keep the faith, keep hope alive, you can make it. Am I still podcasting? Looks like I lost my podcast. Let me see. Am I still okay? Yeah, we're still going. All right. Sorry about that. Looks like we lost you for a second there. As you might know, I can hear I'm walking while talking. That's something I'm getting accustomed to now. And the better I get accustomed to doing this, the better I'll get at it. Trust me, I know that right now I'm not anywhere near as good as I should be at this podcasting, and I'm not anywhere near as good as I want to be. That is one of the things I think is a strength that God blessed me with, is the ability to know when I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way. So if you pray for me and you support the podcast, if you tell everybody that you know about the podcast, I'll get there. I'll get there with you. There's a lot of things that have happened today, and I'm very, very concerned about these gang warfare that broke out in these cities. I'm very concerned about these brothers. I wrote about it in my book, Kids Killing Kids. It's a 600-page book that you ought to take the time to look at. You ought to get a copy of it for anybody that you know who's at risk in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Get them a copy of Kids Killing Kids, my mega book. It is on Amazon.com and it is in local bookstores. But I'm very concerned about these gangs. I really am. Rows of young thugs who want to kill people. Usually people who look like them. Killing is wrong either way you look at it. Murder is wrong. It's just fascinating to me that these guys have been so brainwashed and are so clueless that they don't understand that they're committing genocide on their own people. And folk died and bled for us to have what we have now, and for us to have a black president in office, etc. Not that solved the problem, because it didn't. But President Barack Obama is a great president. As far as I'm concerned, he's the greatest president this country has ever had, period. I'm sure a couple of people disagree with that. That's your prerogative. That's what makes this country so great. We can all disagree if we want to, and still be Americans, and still be alive, and still thrive. But yeah, I think he's the greatest president this country has ever had, facing the opposition that he's had to face. Because remember, he didn't just face opposition, he faced racism, he faced polarization, he faced, I'm looking for another word, um, partisanship. Yes, partisanship. He faced an enormous amount of partisanship. And so, after having faced all of those ships, it's hard to believe the brother got anything done. And believe you me, he got a lot of things done. He got a lot of things done for any president, especially for a president who had the kind of opposition that he has. So I'm proud of him. He did a terrific job, a tremendous job. Change is what his presidency looks like. Period. Someone said something kind of interesting to me tonight. And nobody likes to be wrong, and nobody enjoys being wrong. Sometimes you get adult enough and wise enough, like I hope I am, where you can admit when you're wrong and try to rectify it and correct it. I don't know that I'm wrong yet, but I'm thinking about it. And I'm not saying that to be facetious. I actually mean that. Someone was talking tonight about Black Lives Matter, and I probably shouldn't even speak on this until I process it and have time to think about it. It's probably, see, all of us are works in progress. It's probably unwise for me to talk about it right now when I haven't processed it yet. But, I'll just be raw and be candid and tell you, someone who's black, who's not an Uncle Tom or anything like that, said tonight that Black Lives Matter plays right into Donald's playbook, because Black Lives Matter makes white people feel uncomfortable. And what he is able to run out there and do is say, oh, see, they're saying Black Lives Matter, I'm saying white lives matter, in some sense. And so, I don't know, just that word black. And understand me clearly, I support the agenda and the platform of Black Lives Matter. I always hope everybody's listening. I kind of hope Patrisse Cullors is not listening right now, the co-founder that I met last week. Even took photos with her. I think we have one online, a photo of Patrisse and I together. So I hope she's not listening right now, because I don't want her to think I'm selling the movement out. I'm not. I'm still down with them. Still give them my money and my support. But this person was saying, when you yell out Black Lives Matter, you give the racists more to talk about. One mind tells me a racist is going to be a racist either way it goes. And it's not going to be determined, if you were to stop saying Black Lives Matter, they'll find something else to be upset about and use that. So if you're thinking like that, I feel you. I'm with you on it. But another mind tells me that there might be a little something to this slogan, Black Lives Matter. Patrisse made an example last week that made a lot of sense to me. She talked about the burning house, and how the house is on fire in the neighborhood, and someone yells out about that house. Nobody comes back and says, oh, all lives or all houses matter. It's about the house that's on fire. So I understand that my people are on fire. And I say my people, all of God's children, my people, black, white, dark, and light. We'll be clear about that. But I'm saying the African American portion of my people are under assault and have been for the last, I don't know how many decades in this country. And so I understand the movement, the need for the movement, the necessity for the movement. And I am not one that's going to be hollering out all lives matter, blue lives, all that stuff there. But I am wondering if we are sophisticated, if we are advanced, and if this really is 2016 and we want to move toward a more perfect union and a country in which a person truly is not judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character, I'm wondering if we might need to consider, just consider the effects of yelling out Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. I understand the movement. I get it. I fully get it. You don't have to convince me of that. I just food for thought. I'm wondering. And I always try to choose on the other foot. I always ask myself, what would I feel like if I passed by a gang of white people that were yelling out, White Lives Matter, White Lives Matter? How would that make me feel? And okay, what if it was a neighborhood in which white people were the majority? One of these poor white neighborhoods in the country. We got a lot of them in Atlanta. And they, most of the police officers were black. And they were not in good relationship with the citizens. Just wondering what I would think if I passed by a group of them and they were yelling out, White Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. And would it make me kind of give pause and say, wait a minute, is this really about the way the police are treating them, or is this about them being racist and trying to exclude themselves? And it might make me want to separate even more. I don't know. But I do know that if we ever going to come together, it was Dr. King who said we've learned to swim the sea. We've learned to swim the seas as fish. We've learned to fly the air like birds, but we still haven't learned how to live together as brothers and sisters. And when is that day going to come? I just don't think I know this much. I'm going to say this much. I don't think you will advance that day coming if you're yelling out Black Lives Matter. So if someone runs to you tomorrow and says Sherman D. Manning no longer supports Black Lives Matter, they'll be lying to you. Not true. If they come to you and say Sherman Manning is trying to process the effects of the slogan itself, then they're not lying to you. I'm processing it. In the meantime and in between time, I want to thank you for spending your day, part of your day with me at the Sherman D. Manning podcast. I would ask that you tell all of your friends to download this, to get it on demand, to tell them to get a copy of my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. And since we talked about it earlier, also get a copy of my book, Kids Killing Kids. Email me at shermandmanning@gmail.com. shermandmanning@gmail.com. If you believe in God, say a prayer for me. Ask Him to order my steps. And I will ask Him to order yours also. Thank you all for joining me, and bye-bye.